Hey everybody, welcome back for more Iwouldcampthat as we continue our Crowsnest Pass series. Right now we are just outside the Crowsnest Pass in a town called Pincher Creek. We're at a cardlock gas station area called UFA, United Farmers Association. Rita and I share an account for them with Rita's parents. And for our truck camping adventures, being on the road, it's been absolutely invaluable, such an awesome thing to have. So as you can see over there, there's cardlock gas that you can only access with a UFA membership. Prices vary. Sometimes it's right on the mark with the retail gasoline. Sometimes it's a little bit cheaper. You kind of just got to watch the numbers. But where this especially becomes such an asset for us as vehicle campers going on our adventures is that some of them, most of them, if not all of them, have card swipe bathrooms, and sometimes they even have a shower. Not all of them have that. Not all UFAs are created equal. And a lot of times too, they have convenience stores as well. Convenience store isn't open right now. And sometimes they even have a restaurant and stuff like that too. So it's just like a cool little, I almost like to call them like safe houses, you know, it's just a nice little place that you can stop, get fuel, use the washroom, which, you know, some towns you go to, some small towns, they don't have a 24-hour gas station. So sometimes, you know, having a cardlock membership, that might be your only hope of getting gas. And I have yet to do it, but I don't see any signs. I haven't seen any signs at any UFA actually saying that we can't overnight camp. And I do see truck drivers overnighting at UFAs quite a bit. We're not planning to overnight here. Rita's just getting a shower. We've been coming out maybe every couple of days and just getting a shower. Nice luxury to have as we do our little camping adventure out in the pass. We're probably going to make dinner out here, but we won't be sleeping out here tonight. We've got a place back in the Crowsnest Pass that it's probably going to be dark by the time we get there, but we're looking forward to getting out and exploring it a little bit in the morning and showing it to you folks. Absolutely breathtaking. I know I say that a lot, but trust me, absolutely breathtaking. And the sleep space is looking pretty good for how many nights we've slept in it. Huge kudos and appreciation to the love of my life, Rita. She, I try to get back here and organize, but there's that saying, you know, a woman's touch. She likes to get back here like every night before we go to bed and meticulously organize things. And so it's definitely appreciated that she does that for us. And that southern Alberta wind is actually giving it a rest. We've had some good days for recording out here. We've had some days where the wind is just relentless, like it normally is in southern Alberta, but we've had some good days, some good sections of days where wind's been favorable. Okay, Rita is all done, so it's my turn. Swipe the card. Oh, looks like Rita left the water running for me. So there's our shower. There's our graffitied paper towel dispenser. Sink, flush toilet, and okay, as long as no one needs the UFA shower, and I will gladly relinquish it if they do, we're going to plug the fridge into the truck for the short term. Okay, everything's unplugged from the Jackery. Jackery's sitting at 40%, and I do have the AC cable because, hey, you never know when you're going to run into an opportunity to sneak in a quick charge. Okay, Rita's just going to swipe me in. Awesome, thanks, babe. All right, put the Jackery down there. Go ahead and plug in. All right, there we go. Very much when life gives you lemons scenario. Okay, well, we're both showered. The Jackery is having a nice little power break in the bathroom. What's cooking, babe?
I would call these fajitas, but I'm using this spicy taco from the same brand that I buy sugar-free, like ranch seasoning, barbecue sauce, and ketchup for you, and which sugar-free, of course, means it tastes of disappointment. So.
Wow.
Well, you know, it says that it's spicy, and I'm like, I'm not tasting any spicy.
So maybe it's spicy to like normal people, not monsters like you.
Spicy to white people who make sugar-free taco spices. Recommend that you make a recipe with chopped mushroom for your protein. Yes. Anyway, I'm thinking with your help, I'll scooch this whole thing over and get some better seasonings from underneath.
Sure.
I'm trying to salvage this.
Sure. So we just moved the stove over just so Rita could get to the kitchen box. Oh, you had taco seasoning in there, didn't you?
Yeah, I should have stayed with this the first time around.
Well, hey, it'll taste like taco and disappointment. This is like the most fun I've had hanging out in front of a gas station. It's so peaceful out here. Well, someone needed to use the shower, so I respectfully took the Jackery out as it is a shared space. Got from 40% to 42%, back down to 41% as I've got the fridge plugged back in. So I'm just gonna get the Jackery moved back down to its usual spot. If we were overnighting here, I would definitely plug it back in and take full advantage of that outlet, but our travels are taking us elsewhere. Ooh. So steak fajitas, made by the love of my life. Those are whole wheat tortillas, eh?
Yes.
It's good, babe. I like it. I just had a thought. So if we just like let this sit and sizzle, the cheese would basically melt into the tortilla, and you'd basically have a tortilla wrap like completely encased in cheese. That's such a beautiful thing.
So I'm not entirely certain we'll get through the tortillas because I think there's more tortillas than I have filling to offer. But I'm sure we'll get through all this, and I really want to make sure that there's no more cheese left over. But you exist, Dustin, so I don't think there'll be cheese left over. I'll blink and it'll be gone.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Where'd the cheese go, Dustin?
I haven't even had time. I'm not even that talented to take it that quickly.
Where'd the Baby Bell cheese go, Dustin?
Guilty as charged.
There you go.
Our potable water is really low right now, so we don't even have enough water to do our dishes. We could use the sink in the bathroom, but I mean, we don't want to make a mess in there and be disrespectful to other people using the UFA. So our next stop is going to be in Bellevue, in the Crowsnest Pass. We're going to go to that potable water spot. Then we're going to head to our camping spot, wind down for the night. Really excited to show you folks that spot tomorrow. Like I said before, I know I say this a lot, absolutely breathtaking. For those of you thinking of getting into vehicle camping, when you're done doing a bunch of adventures and then you're coming down to the end of your day, winding down, sometimes the back of your rig looks a little bit like that. If you want a realistic look, sometimes that's what it looks like. Let's go get our potable water filled up, and then we'll head to camp and get ready for bed.
So while Dustin's filling that, there's a little sign behind him that just says that there is a $2 user fee on the honor system for the maintenance of the water and the sewer lines. I found the donation box. It's just over here along with the sanitary dumping site. $2. There we go.
This is always a you're going to be here for a while scenario.
I want to make a joke about you standing up against the wall with watery noises, but...
You've been there for a long time, sir. Have you consulted a doctor?
Yeah, we don't need it full to the absolute tippy top, but, you know, between drinking water, cooking water, washing water, it's good to just have enough.
Yeah. No, it's always good to have it, for sure.
All tight, no leaks?
Yeah. Beauty. Yeah, I think we're good.
Brilliant. Okay, we'll just...
I'll be surprised if we go through all of that before winter camping.
Brilliant. I'll put some more stuff on top of it so I can actually sit here again, and then we can get going.
Sounds good. You paid the man?
Yep.
Excellent. Okay, we're coming down the road to the place that we're planning to call home for the night. I don't know if there's going to be anybody else down here. We are pretty close to the highway, so I don't want to be blasting my high beams.
Especially since there is 2 private properties on either side before we get to our location.
Yeah, so this is basically a staging point for a spot called Emerald Lake. Absolutely beautiful walk. Really looking forward to showing you folks that when we get to the morning after we've had some breakfast. Oh, looks like we got the whole place to ourselves. Beautiful.
Just us and the bears.
The bears, the cougars, and the bears, the cougars, and the weirdos. And if you don't see any weirdos, you're probably the weirdo.
I was about to say.
Okay. And the security stick is on. Okay, well, we're going to wind down for bed, and then we'll pick up with you folks at breakfast time tomorrow, and then we're going to show you this area. Like I said before, trust me, it looks awesome.
Some of us are going to wind down quicker than others. Good night, everybody.
Good night. See you in the morning.
And a very good morning to you. I know you said you were going to do bacon and eggs, but I didn't think it was going to be bacon and eggs.
Go big or go home.
Unfortunately, the place that we were sleeping must have had a nearby wasp nest. So we just scooted over to a nearby pullout. Would you mind igniting the other side, Dustin? We can get some hot water going.
Yeah, sure.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Perfect.
Yeah, that instant coffee's been sitting in there for a while. I sometimes forget it's even there.
It hasn't even been opened yet, so you can't argue that it's stale.
Okay, correction. I always forget that it's in there.
The mug that suits Dustin the best. Let's see if the coffee in it is any good.
If you can't beat the Satan ducks, pretend you support them. But secretly plot to destroy them.
Okay.
Just heating up some water on the Pinnacle canister stove here. With the bacon being as greasy as it is, cold water don't really cut it. So just gonna warm up some water. This guy warms up water very quickly. Get the last of the dishes done, and then we'll get on the road. Okay, this is where we slept last night. Wasps in this area seem to be out with a vengeance. And I don't know if the camera is going to quite do it justice, but this whole cliff face here, going down this path up here, overlooks a beautiful spot called Emerald Lake. That's where we're going to be going.
We're actually walking on what was the original Highway 3. Back in 1917, this stretch of road was dynamited from the flank of Mount Sentry you see on our left. But it was a perilous road with ice and rockfall constantly making it too dangerous, and it was rerouted in 1978 to the current road that passes to the east of Emerald Lake. For the more adventurous types, there's points for rock climbing, but in the meantime we'll enjoy a more leisurely stroll. Emerald Lake is actually a seasonal extension of Crowsnest Lake. They're joined by the tiniest trickle of water that's easy to miss as the highway roars right over top of it, and sometimes the water level is low enough that it just disappears. To the the north, you'll see Whale Mountain, named for the white rock layers angled up and out of the water like a breaching whale. And just to its right, you see Crowsnest Mountain. It obviously looks like a giant nest sticking out of the trees, so you can guess how it got its name. The deep, intense colors of the lake are from something called rock flour, teeny particles of ground rocks eroded by the ice and deposited in the water, where they hang suspended, refracting sunlight and changing hues as the sun moves. You'll see rock art of both the natural variety, when boulders were dropped by Mount Sentry to crack the asphalt like creme brulee, and the man-made variety, like this spiral someone put together. No better canvas than an abandoned stretch of highway. And that, my friends, is our tour of Emerald Lake. I'm sorry for the audio. The wind is funneled along this cliff face. There's no escaping it. In fact, even the sunshine can't escape it. This cliff is so formidable that the sunshine can't even hit it all at once. The wind is also quite chilly. I'm glad I wore a coat.
Yeah, I chose the t-shirt and shorts option, and I'm kind of regretting it. That was a chilly walk. When the sun can't even get past the cliff face, yeah, it gets pretty chilly, but definitely a cool find. Definitely something we wanted to show you folks. But we're gonna get back on the road and continue our adventures. We've got a few other things we're gonna bomb around and do today, so stay tuned for other videos in our Crowsnest Pass series. We'll see you all in the next video. Stay classy, my friends.